conflict situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem. Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I ain't many them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma on them. Just like my keys, drop my on the dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not into you. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath the bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, 8, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Lions at 3-5, 2 games under 500. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This defense for the Vikings, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And connecting here with DJ Chark. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Running off tackle with Montgomery. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Slot man moves right. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 39.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to keep this again. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. Was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
He's got a man complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they go to work on a first and goal. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Touchdown! David Montgomery, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. It's like a freight train. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. We're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Henry. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. On the return, here's Agnew.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
On 2nd down, Montgomery.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trait in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. The slot man in motion right. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. DJ Chark, 35 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he's got room. Touchdown, Vikings. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. We haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. On 2nd and inches, Tua.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. with one complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Tua going to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point up and good by Garibay.
And the lead now up to 14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Draw play. This is Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Well, this is a new concept. It's 3rd down, but they've got the punt unit on. And what in the world? Now they're going to fake it. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too. Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's good for 28 yards.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape for 1st and goal.
Montgomery is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. Once more, Montgomery. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Lions are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Henry running right. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. They'll run. It's Henry. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Read option, here's Montgomery. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll find Everett there, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now they empty the backfield and motion the running back right. Back to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. So the Lion offense offense staying on the field as they're going to try for two. They'll look to throw. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for two to tie the game, and it works out. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try and run forward with Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 3 quarters in the books. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Henry.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play. And trying to find a crease anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They get this out quickly to the left side. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson from 3 yards out. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And they will take a 7-point lead. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. On play action, they'll throw. And my goodness, another interception. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick, and the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. After the turnover, it's Tua. Flush to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Lions are right back in this football game. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Slot man moves right. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Looking to pass. Tua.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
They'll try the right side with Henry. Powers through it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
121 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's Tua. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a third and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On second down, here's Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line. 2 yards no loss, and now third and 12. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. On third down, Henry. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Tagovailoa.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So third down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. They're going to look to throw.
Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Ken, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On second down, Montgomery. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They're going option play on 3rd down. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. He'll drop to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal. And that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some explaining to do, right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance of victory. By going for it, maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe the kicker's hurt. So there'll be a lot of questions in the post-game press conference.
Makes the rest of this 4th quarter and the rest of this game very interesting. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Tua to throw.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Tua. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Holmes has got it complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
When you throw as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball because it's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Play action, now it's Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. To Montgomery to begin the drive. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Eluding the pressure right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
He'll set up to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So an interception on one side and then an interception on the other. So both quarterbacks, Charles, with turnovers here in overtime.
So apparently one good defensive play deserves another. Both sides coming up big in overtime. Both getting interceptions, trying to set up their teams to score and win the game.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The center receiver in motion to the right.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 149 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
A first down carry for Henry. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Draw play. This is Henry.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he stopped immediately there. Henry up the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. They've had some success here in overtime of this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
A toss left, Henry. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brandon, I'd go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for 3rd. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's 3rd down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now the timeout comes here. And the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. And with just 9 seconds left in overtime, we get whistles and a timeout.
All eyes locked on Jonathan Garibay in a huge spot here.
This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights.
So he's been automatic to this point of the